Hiya, Toon Connect, and welcome to Toon Corner. And today we are celebrating the 350th episode of Toon Corner. To kick things off, I would love to talk about a couple of shows I've been watching on MeTV. The first one being Tune In With Me. It is a fun variety show that features cartoons, and the show itself is hosted by Bill the Cartoon Curator and Toonie the Tuna Fish. When it comes to the variety part of the show, they actually have just about anything you can imagine. Basically, they have stuff like you got, a small storyline or a theme in the episode, and sometimes they actually would, actually find cartoons that would fit the theme. You have celebrity guest appearances. You got Bill cooking up different recipes, and Toonie also does that on small occasions as well. And you also got comedy sketches that would feature characters like Mr. Quizzer and Theodore Roosevelt, for example. When it comes to the cartoons, they would normally air cartoons from studios like Warner Brothers, MGM, the Fleischer Brothers, Famous Studios, Walter Lantz, and on very small occasions, they will surprise you with a cartoon from Columbia. Not only you actually have a good variety of cartoons, but you also got a good variety of cartoons from different eras. You got Looney Tunes from the 60s, you got Looney Tunes from the 30s, you got Tom and Jerry cartoons made by Gene Deitch, and you have MGM cartoons made by Hugh Harman and Rudolph Ising, different stuff like that. The show itself airs on the weekdays, and in my neck of the woods, the show starts at 6 a.m. To me, it is a perfect way for me to start off my weekday. And so, if you're looking for a fantastic way to start off your weekday, then I would safely say that Tune In With Me is a show that I would highly recommend. Now, the next show I've been watching is called Saturday Morning Cartoons. Now, obviously, we all now know with a title like that, the show itself airs on Saturday mornings, and in my neck of the woods, they start at 6. The show itself is 3 hours long, but what they do is they actually would break it down into different cartoon blocks. So you have Popeye and Pals, Tom and Jerry, The Woody Woodpecker Show, and Bugs Bunny and Friends. Now, since I actually do live a very social and active lifestyle, what I actually do is I get a dose of Popeye, a dose of Tom and Jerry, and maybe a cartoon or two starring Woody Woodpecker before I go out and have some fun with family and friends, possibly go out into the woods and do some geocaching, or simply go out and play some pickleball. Saturday Morning Cartoons is a show that I highly recommend. If you're a toon fanatic that loves classic cartoons, then this is definitely a show for you. Now, with all that being said, actually now, speaking of going out, this actually now reminds me of a story. I was actually walking around downtown one day when suddenly I actually found out there is a snake in my shirt.
Oh. What are you doing on my shirt?
I thought it would be cooler in here.
I thought snakes were cold-blooded.
Not when I fell one outside, you silly.
Well, I'm sorry to break this to you, but there is no vacancy in this shirt, so I need to ask you to leave.
Fine.
And now, I want to take the time just to say thank you. Not only want to thank the viewers, but I also want to thank my family and friends for the love and support you guys have given me and my show. And I also want to go ahead and give a special shout out to a friend of mine who gave me 2 requests. The first one being a bio on Chili Willy. Now, during that time, I thought I was pretty much done with making bios, about, animators and toon stars. But after I did the bio for Chili Willy, I actually got back into making more, bio episodes. The other request that my friend had given me is he requested me to review the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Now, for the review, I watched a good handful of episodes, and not only I, enjoy the episodes that I have watched, but the thing is, I also have enjoyed, the show overall. I mean, to me, the Rocky and Bullwinkle show is one of the best animated shows from the 1960s. I've been doing Toon Corner ever since 2017, and I always have lots of fun. I also do my best to freshen up every so often. I try to, put in a lot of effort to every single episode, the best that I can, no matter how big or small the subject is. And I just hope that, my family and friends and also viewers who are watching the show are actually enjoying the show. And with all that being said, the future of Toon Corner is actually going on very strong. There are a lot more episodes to come. And there are actually some things I would love to do before I do my 400th episode. I would love to do more cartoon battles, talk about some superhero stuff, travel back to the 1980s, and possibly take a nice stroll down the 100-acre wood. And now, Toon Fanatics, it is your turn to ask me the question of the day. Just let me know in the comment section down below if you have any requests, and I'll see you next time in Toon Corner. We are Toon Fanatics, and we're tuning to the max.